I'm speaking and no one couldn't fucking hear me. Hello, everyone, and welcome back to another broadcast. This is 99.9 Trap House Radio Pirate Station on your dial. I'm one of your co-hosts for tonight, Punk Rider, and I'm here with my two other co-hosts here tonight. Please introduce yourselves to get out of the way.
My name is Damani, or DJ. I'm going to be your sports coordinator and one of the producers tonight. Hopefully we have a good show tonight. Hopefully no bullshit happens.
Hopefully.
Hello everyone, how we doing? My name is David. I'm the Pacific Coastal Cowboy and I'm the music curator.
And you already know who I am. It's your boy. It's the fucking Lord Punk Rider. Coming up with the schemes, coming up with the memes, coming up with the vibes, coming up with the fucking size. Because sometimes I just be like blowing shit up and no one be laughing at my jokes because my jokes don't really hit. Anyway, we should be having a special guest later on tonight. I don't know where the fuck they're at. They said they were supposed to come into the studio not too long ago. Not gonna lie. Traffic here was kind of a bitch. Was it like traffic just engaged you guys?
Yes.
Oh yeah,
definitely.
it was terrible.
Well,
Traffic, to be honest.
well, but little do people know that we actually live inside the studio, all three of us.
I am stuck in a void. I don't know what the fuck to tell you. You think I live in the studio, but somehow, okay. So let me tell you this, right? The room that I'm in, right? The house that I live in has like portals. And I could be able to control those portals, like open a door to go to whatever fucking place I need to go, right? So I could legitimately open a door, and I am somehow in the White House, and that happened like twice, by the way.
I just sleep. I just sleep under the desk.
What happened to your fucking apartment, bro?
What apartment?
You live in an apartment.
No, I live in the studio. I'm dedicated to my work.
I thought you lived in an apartment building, bro.
Dedicated to your work, brother. Brother.
Brother, what?
Bro, we only here, dude. We're only here for like.
We only here for like 2 fucking broadcasts every fucking week. How the fuck do you mean you're dedicated to the fucking grind?
Yeah, the 2 days, Saturday, Sunday, I'm here with y'all, and the other 5 days, I'm just underneath the desk.
But why? You have an apartment building. What happened to the apartment building that you used to live? Don't tell me I'm it up.
Yes, the insurance claim is the insurance people haven't gotten back to me, but I digress.
Okay, I see. Okay, so because of
Yeah, and I asked him if I could stay with him. I don't think he.
You know what? You could have just asked.
Oh god, that is so much fucking terrible. But yeah, like I ended up in the fucking White House, like I believe like twice, maybe like a couple of times, just by accident. I think the FBI is somehow looking for me just to research into this phenomenon of how I live inside of a fucking void. So, but I don't think they're gonna find me anytime soon enough. But other than that, I think it's time that we start off our songs, our sets for the night. Honestly, what you think, David?
Yes, we'd like to start off with In Memoriam. The first song we have for you tonight is by a very underrated band of the 80s called The Alarm. If you don't know them, I really recommend you listen to them. Very underrated alternative post-punk band. The lead singer, Mike Peters, unfortunately passed away this week, and so I'd like to present you guys with what I personally think to be one of their more popular songs.
All right. Now, before I start this song, I kind of want to give out I gotta give out a statement. I know that honestly, these streams take a lot out of me. Because honestly, these motherfuckers don't know comedy humor like me. So Lord, give me strength. Lord, give me hope. Lord, give me faith. And Lord, give me something to, and give me someone to love or to, feel joy with. With that being said, this is Strength by The Alarm, coming on your dial at 90.9 Pirate Station.
Who will light the fire? Wise Entertainment CEO speaking. Blood in, blood out member speaking. East Atlanta, Boulder Crest affiliated.
Superstar.
I said boy Gucci.
Superstar.
Another beat banger. That boy Ken. Fat boy
Superstar.
With the pounds in the trash can, Gucci do the dishes. Don't nobody fuck with my kitchen. All the old school, then I set it on 60. How you got me Gucci plenty working in the kitchen. Pounds in the trash can, Gucci do the dishes. Don't nobody fuck with my kitchen. All the old school, then I set it on 60. How you got me, how you get it, plenty working in the kitchen. $30,000 for the soul washing squad. 1,000 per deal for the soul washing boys. Gucci on query is a soul washing shark. Selling white chalk, trying to duck these stars. Buffalo and hearts and some DUB. 34 inch shine tees on the Humvee. Whole lot of purple, whole lot of green, whole heap of white, large amount of beans. Got them collard greens, sell a lot of things. 4 plus a 4 dog, that's a chicken wing. Trapping in the drought, money in the vault. Bring me another pot and another vault. Gucci pounds in the trash can, Gucci do the dishes. Don't nobody fuck with my kitchen. All the old school, then I set it on 60. How you got me Gucci plenty working in the kitchen. Pounds in the trash can, Gucci do the dishes. Don't nobody fuck with my kitchen. All the old school, then I set it on 60. How you got me, how you get it, plenty working in the kitchen. Gucci don't care, scale like yeah. Mojo's there, egg beaters there. R.I.P. the block, be the OJ here. Oh my God, it's on 6 years. Zone 6 chips, Boulder Crest beer. Zone 6 reels and Boulder Crest chills. 30 inches, gotta be looking down on them. And I'm so high, it's so lonely up here. Jumping out the bird, it's some bitches over there. Big booty bitches love a good cooking player. Bricks in the basement, pills in the cabinet. Pounds in the closet, money in the attic. With the pounds in the trash can, Gucci do the dishes. Don't nobody fuck with my kitchen. All the old school, then I set it on 60. How you got me Gucci plenty working in the kitchen. Pounds in the trash can, Gucci do the dishes. Don't nobody fuck with my kitchen. All the old school, then I set it on 60. How you got me, how you get it, plenty working in the kitchen. Gucci dope, bowl crack. Now we get bad. But we ain't really lost cause we can isotol that ass. When we bring it raw, bring it to your dope. Money on the floor, bring money to the dope. Gucci pounds in the trash can, Gucci do the dishes. Don't nobody fuck with my kitchen. All the old school, then I set it on 60. How you got me Gucci plenty working in the kitchen. Pounds in the trash can, Gucci do the dishes. Don't nobody fuck with my kitchen. All the old school, then I set it on 60. How you got me, how you get it, plenty working in the kitchen.
Let's begin with a drum set. Listen for an explosive live sound. The snare should be crisp and the cymbals should ring. If they become harsh or flat, the speaker's high frequency response is peaky or distorted.
My fucking god, I just realized we were all fucking muted the entire time. Oh my fucking god.
Oh,
Jesus Christ. I'm so stupid.
oh, dead air is not good.
That air is not good. That air is not good. That is not good. That air is not good. Oh fuck. All I gotta say is this. My fault. Anyways, I'm gonna blow myself up. I'm gonna blow my entire setup up. I'm gonna blow up my contract. I'm gonna blow up everything that I own. And yeah, Damani with sports right now.
They're all fired. First of all, this might be our last. This might be the last night in the radio station. But with that being said, kind of a decent week for sports. You know, obviously, We're in the post NFL draft. We have more MLB, NBA playoffs, hockey playoffs, and start watching those games. But for now, let's discuss about the MLB. First of all, Matt Fried won AL pitch. Actually, let's get through the monthly awards first. So give me just a second. If my thing will, Okay. So let's talk about monthly awards. We got for the AL Player of the Month. Let's do the American League first. For AL Player of the Month, we have Aaron Judge. He is slugging a 4.30 batting average with a 1,282 OPS. He's had 11 home runs in the start of the season. It's showing that Aaron Judge is hitting more for contact. With the way he's paced his hitting, he should be tying with Ichiro's record by the end of the season if he keeps up with that production. For AL Pitcher of the Month, I think it was pretty controversial in my opinion. Matt Fried of the Yankees. The Yankees have won every single game they've won with Matt Fried starting. He has an ERA. Right now, he has an ERA of 1.03. He is literally unhittable. Personally, I thought, and this is not my Astro bias showing, I just think he was just a better pitcher. Hunter Brown went 28 scoreless innings during the start of this season, and I believe he deserved the nod over that, but it is what it is. Rookie of the Month, second baseman Christian Campbell. He leads all qualified rookies with a 902 OPS. A very hyped up prospect from the Red Sox. Hopefully he keeps up with this heater, especially with the big contract he has. And then pitcher of the month, reliever of the month, Andres Munoz of the Seattle Mariners. The Seattle Mariners pitching lab is disgusting. That's all I need to say. Let's get to the NL, the National League. Pete Alonso of the New York Mets. He was trying to get a 5-year, $200 million contract the offseason. He didn't really get it. So he got a 2-year, maybe $57 million contract with an opt-out. Since this is technically a contract year for him, he is on a heater right now. He's playing in an MVP pace. He has an on-base percentage of 4.75 with a 342 batting average and an OPS of 1,124, only behind Aaron Judge. Very impressive. For the pitcher of the month, Yoshinobu Yamamoto. Now, he has an ERA of 0.6. You want to talk about he's unhittable. Nobody really just Yamamoto. I thought was gonna be a very Yamamoto. I thought who was gonna be a very overrated. Has doubted me and a lot of other baseball fans wrong. Yamamoto is chasing for that NL Cy Young, and I'm excited to see how he performs throughout the rest of the season. Rookie of the month, we have Luis Angel Acuna on the New York. They got him from the Matt Scherzer trade from the Rangers. They clearly got fleeced. God. And then reliever of the month, Robert Suarez, the Padres. Congratulations to all those players. Once again, I thought Hunter Brown was snubbed. I'm gonna commit terrorism because of that. Let's get to some of today's games. I've only watched one game today, and that's because I was out baseballed. We witnessed Jake Myers of the Houston Astros, a 9-hole hitter, typically he's a above average defender and a below average hitter. But today, Jake Myers, he hit 2 home runs, 4 hits, 2 home runs, a triple, a double, and with 7 RBI. He literally was the offense against the White Sox, who scored 3 runs on Hunter Brown. David, how do you feel about a 9-hole hitter whooping your entire team's ass?
That's crazy.
I mean, as me and you were discussing earlier, you could just put Myers against the whole team of the White Sox, and Myers would have still came out on top. I love the White Sox, but the White Sox never stood a fucking chance.
Jake Myers is literally your dad. I'm sorry.
Damn. Damn.
He took out the belt. He took out the belt today.
He literally, it was belt to ass. I'm sorry, David. Tomorrow, Lance McCullers, after almost, 3 years? Yeah. Lance McCullers coming back to the mound almost 3 years after his last appearance, which was the 2022 World Series. We're not expecting too much out of Lance. We're just hoping that he performs well. Good luck to you, Lance McCullers. Let's get to some other score.
Okay, yeah, the score.
Let's get to the other scores. Rays beat the Yankees. Guardians beat the Blue Jays 5-3. Giants with a Matt Chapman grand slam in the 6th inning, calling the game 6-3. Padres winning against the Pirates with a go-ahead stolen base at home from Fernando Tatis Jr., another NL MVP contender. The Marlins with a walk-off grand slam off of one of the best relievers in the AL, Mason Miller, 9-6 against the Athletics. Twins with a Cody Clemens go-ahead home run in the 6th inning in Fenway Park in front of his dad, Roger Clemens. They won 4-3. Phillies beat the Diamondbacks 7-2. Nationals beat the Reds 11-6. This is a situation where I hope both teams lost, or a meteor hit the stadium.
Damn. Damn.
We got Seattle beating the Rangers 2-1.
Yeah.
Cubs beating the Brewers with several home runs, especially one from Kyle Tucker, 6-2. Royals beating the Baltimore Orioles 4-0. Dodgers Braves are playing right now. It's the top of the 7th. It's 7-3. The downfall of the Braves should be discussed. By the All-Star game, we'll probably discuss about that if they're still really shit.
They started off so strong this season too.
Hell no! What do you mean? They didn't win any game until they got home.
Wait, we're talking about the Braves?
Yeah, the Braves.
Oh, okay, no, wait, I'm confusing it with some other bullshit.
And then the Tigers lose against the Angels 2-5. The Tigers, a very surprising team this season. I was expecting them to be good because of their pitching, but they got one of the best offenses in baseball. I hope to see the Tigers in the playoffs again. Let's talk about the NBA. David's LA Clippers. David's LA Clippers gets belt to ass tonight. At one point, the Clippers were like 30 points below the Nuggets. It was literally belt to ass.
What was it? We're 103 to like 57 or some shit like that.
Bro, it was like 80 something to like 50 in the third quarter.
I mean, okay, like yeah, Clippers lost tonight. It's not David's night, I guess. But I mean, I'll give credit to freak. Oh my god, the hell's this dude?
It's getting hard for you to defend right now, bro. It's getting hard for you to defend right now, bro.
I mean, I'm not really defending it. It's Holden. Holden held it down pretty good up until like the beginning of the third quarters when everything just started going to shit. They were able to come back pretty decently into 3-digit score, but ultimately it was enough. Like just like Damani always says that Houston's boogeyman. That's been the Clippers with the Nuggets for like the past like four.
No, it's
for
like
like
the
4 or
Clippers
5
with the
years.
Nuggets. Your boogeyman is literally just getting past the first round.
Damn.
Fuck you, Damani.
Damn. Toxic.
I mean, he's not wrong. He's not wrong, dude. Like I'm telling you,
the Rockets.
dude. I'm telling you, dude. Like the Clippers just always drop the ball when it matters most. They choke like the Buffalo Bills.
True. Speaking of the Rockets head back home after they were in a 3-1 deficit and now it's 3-3 game 7. If the Warriors blow this lead again, I'm gonna laugh. B, I'm gonna strip down to my clothes and run. Just strip all my clothes off and run and celebrate because the Warriors have been our boogeyman. The Warriors have been our father. Steph Curry is our dad.
But they're coming back, aren't they? What were the scores?
It's when they were in their 3-1 deficit, they lost a close game actually. It was supposed to be 2-3, but the referees game 5 they won 131-116. And then game 6 they won 115-107 yesterday, and today they should be facing the Rockets in a win or go home situation. Minnesota belt to ass to the Lakers again.
Oh my god, the Lakers?
Yeah, they gentlemen sweep the Lakers.
Well, you know what they say. It can be either day or night, or Heineken or Miller Lite. Lakers at 5. Bro, come on. That was a good one.
Good. That was good.
Lakers in 5, more like Wolves in 5. That's what happened. LeBron James, it might be time for you to retire, pal.
It's been time for him to retire.
I think
He should have never.
I think that's like the one fun fact that everyone knows. Well, I don't think it's a fun fact. I think that's like the one main true fact everyone knows. I think it's time for him to bring it up.
He should have never came to the Lakers.
Sorry, bro, but I think.
Time out. You say he should have never came to the Lakers? Period. He won y'all a championship.
I don't care. I'm not a Lakers fan.
Oh, so what? He won LA a championship.
It ain't the Clippers. It ain't the Clippers. It don't matter.
Yeah, because nobody wants to play for racist ass Donald Sterling.
Damn.
Bro, Donald Sterling stopped being the owner of that team a long ass time ago.
Well,
Get the fuck home.
Damn.
The Clippers will never be shit.
Anyway,
I think you mean to say they'll never not be shit.
That's insane talk. That's crazy talk.
Clippers are ass as usual.
Well, you want to know what is ass?
The White Sox.
Apart from that, WWE management is complete ass.
Oh, we haven't even gotten finished with NBA, bro.
Oh yeah, we'll continue with the NBA. So.
The New York Knickerbockers.
Is that's an actual fucking name?
That's their name.
What the fuck?
The New York Knickerbockers. They win their series 4-2 against the Detroit Pistons.
Let's go Knicks.
If the Knicks win their It's not gonna be good. If the Knicks win their game, they're gonna have to declare martial law in New York.
So
Bing bong.
we got Pedro screaming out, we fucking hate TKO.
Oh, yep. Pedro, you know what's good.
Yeah, no one gives a damn about TKO. They're a bunch of right-wing grifters anyway. I don't want to talk about wrestling right now. That being said, that's the end of the sports segment. And as always, go Astros. Fucking
Alrighty. Heading away from the world of professional sports, we go to professional sports entertainment.
How about we don't talk about professional sports entertainment? I'm so salty.
But well, I do want to talk. Well, let's talk about what actually did happen. If you don't mind talking about it, David.
Yes. Well, what happened with Fed, or are you talking
mean-
about something else?
I mean, the one reason why Damani doesn't even want to talk about it in the first place.
Okay. I mean, apart from the fact that like TKO is just like literally spearheaded by a bunch of like right-wing people, ladies and gentlemen, WWE released. I mean, they did their annual quote-unquote budget cuts, aka meaning they released a lot of fucking talent that they just had sitting around and did nothing with. But the surprising aspect about these releases is that they actually had a lot of people active on TV that were in active storylines and that they just got rid of. And not to mention, this is the first time in the numerous amount of releases that they've done where most of the people that got fired were women.
Oh.
They got rid of Cora Jade. That one makes no goddamn sense. Cora was a staple on NXT television since she got there. I mean, yeah, you can make the argument that she was constantly injured and whatnot, and that stifled her pushes and whatnot. But she was a team player. She as soon as she got rehabbed, as soon as she was able to just run ropes again, she went in and just made gold out of anything. Her run with Roxanne was great. They pretty much just gutted the whole women's tag team division. Jakara Jackson was among those that were, and they had just this Tuesday. She was still unemployed. Oh no, she was still employed. The Metaphor was still an active stable, and then they broke them up on TV and fired 3 out of the 4 people that made that stable. They released Braun Strowman for the second time in like the past 10 years. But
Pedro over here in chat saying, if you think you're worthless, just remember they still have Nikita Lyons and Ridge Holland.
Bro, Nakia Lyons' knees are literally, you know, those like ribs that when you like flip them, like it all like just falls apart, or like a turkey leg that like when you flip a turkey leg, like all the meat goes into the plate. Yeah, that's her knees right now, bro.
oh my god. Well, Pedro, I will say this, my good sir. The only reason Nikita is still employed is one, and I apologize for my vocabulary, but is because of that ass, literally. But second of all, I think keep in mind that they have more of a preference for homegrown talent, and Nikita is precisely that, because Cora and Jakara and everybody else, they came from like GCW and Evolve before Evolve got into WWE and DPW and all that other stuff. But the one that I'm really upset about is Dakota Kai and Eddie Thorpe. I know people are gonna say that Eddie Thorpe was pretty much useless because like he had like no connection to the crowd, but he was a good worker. I mean, Eddie Thorpe realistically can drop half of the because he was trained in Japan.
Bro,
And
be a sicko. Watch XPW. Now I'm playing.
No,
XP
actually, David is over here saying AEW is for real looking like a better company
Well,
this year.
okay. Well, it's funny because I know Damani has been getting on my ass, me watching AEW like on a weekly basis. I'm telling you.
Whoa. I actually like AEW. Do not slander me like that. Boach is trying to make me look bad in front of people. Holy fuck.
I remember a couple months back you told me that like I don't watch AEW anymore. It's kind of shit.
You're putting words in my mouth. You're
Dude,
crazy.
So many dumbass Sims are happy. It's like, why are you happy that the bitch that can't wrestle is still employed? I was so fucking angry, and then I realized that Def Rebel is still employed.
Bro, okay, Pedro, you make a great point. Why the fuck is Def Rebel still employed? Wait, isn't Def Rebel gonna get replaced, like with somebody else, or are they just gonna keep the trademark to the name Def Rebel and bring in different positions?
I don't know.
Yeah, who knows? But it definitely was a very for wrestling, ladies and gentlemen. But moving on from our rant into the next segment. So, Mr. Punk Rider, cue the music.
Oh, you want me to you want me to actually wait, we're starting it now?
Yes, we got a special guest coming in.
Oh.
What do you mean, oh? What do you mean, oh?
Well, just I mean, fuck.
You know what? I'm calling my boys on.
Not the Goon Squad.
Oh, it's not the Goon Squad. You don't deserve that.
You're gonna have the whole hockey team pull up to your house. Punk.
Nah, bro, not the wannabe people from wait, what was that one guy's name from Ninja Turtles?
The Foot Clan.
Nah, bro, that's crazy. That crazy. God.
Yeah, you a freak, bro. You want the Foot Clan all over you?
Nah, bro.
Alrighty.
Fuck that. No,
Mr. Punk Rider, I hear our guest knocking at the door, so let's.
Well, listen. The only reason why I'm waiting is because I want to wait. I'm waiting for the right time. I'm waiting on the right time right now.
Right time. Our guest is literally knocking on the door.
Well, listen. I'm waiting on the right time to play our next song for our next set. Waiting on the Right Time by These Sacred Souls, starting on this next set list on 99.9 Trap House Radio. Don't turn that dial. We'll be right back with our next segment. See you guys in a bit.
Just what now, baby. Make me feel so good about myself. Oh, say I'll let you
Fotos y recuerdos. Tengo una foto de ti, oh, oh, que beso cada noche antes de dormir. Está media rota y ya se está borrando por tantas lágrimas que estoy derramando. Es todo lo que me queda de tu amor, solo fotos y recuerdos. Tengo un recuerdo de ti, oh, oh, que siempre me hace tan feliz. De aquella fiesta en que te conocí, de ese tímido beso que te di. Es todo lo que me queda de tu amor, solo fotos y recuerdos. Tengo una foto de ti, oh, oh, que beso cada noche antes de dormir. Es todo lo que me queda de tu amor, solo fotos y recuerdos. Es todo lo que me queda de tu amor, solo fotos y recuerdos. Fotos y recuerdos. Fotos y recuerdos. Fotos y recuerdos. Fotos y recuerdos.
darling, you got to let me know. Should I stay or should I go? If you say that you are mine, I'll be here till the end of time. So you got to let me know. Should I stay or should I go? It's always tease, tease, tease. You're happy when I'm on my knees. One day it's fine and next it's black. So if you want me off your back, well come on and let me know. Should I stay or should I go? Should I stay or should I go now? Should I stay or should I go now? If I go there will be trouble, and if I stay it will be double. So come on and let me know. This indecision's bugging me. If you don't want me, set me free. Exactly whom I'm supposed to be. Don't you know which clothes even fit me? Come on and let me know. Should I cool it or should I blow? I stay or should I go now? Should I stay or should I go now? If I go there will be trouble, and if I stay it will be double. So you gotta let me know. Should I cool it or should I blow? Should I stay or should I go now? If I go there will be trouble, and if I stay it will be double. So you gotta let me know. Should I stay or should I go?
Should I stay or should I go? Ending off that setup, 99.9 Pirate Station Trap House Radio is an all-inclusive, all-interactive radio station. Guys, we finally have our fucking guest in.
Finally?
I'm sorry, but hey, we've been telling our viewers that traffic has been hell, and I'm pretty sure you were stuck in traffic. I think you live like about an hour away from the studio, right?
Yeah, I worked my ass off to get here. I got off work, I joined this.
Yeah,
for free.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcoming back one of our regular special guests, Sin. Would you like to please again welcome back Sin? Round of applause.
Thank you for having me. My name is Sin. I am also known as Cannedluigi on all social medias. Please follow me. It's how I have self-confidence.
Guys, ladies and gentlemen, folks, we do have some serious talk to talk about. Recently, in the entertainment industry, I'm not sure if you guys even care about this shit, but some of us care about VTubing. I personally don't, but Sin here does, and some people here do, and some of y'all in the audience do. And I feel like in Trap House Radio, I feel like we strive to bring you guys the best segments and the best entertainment. This is just one of them. Sin, we're here to talk about some VTubing news, some graduations, some Google Docs, in an example.
And it turns out that we have a big Sin VT fan in the chat.
Oh my god.
Really now?
Yeah.
Oh my god! Thank you so much. I'm gonna blush. Wow.
Well, for all of our listeners at home, for those of you who don't know, Sin VT is our resident VTuber. She, apart from VTubing, she also has many escapades. She has done bare knuckle boxing against up and coming K-pop idols.
She's also a registered terrorist.
Okay, it's not registered, alright?
No, you're an
The
accomplice.
The chase is not over.
You're an
I'm
accomplice.
still for it.
You're just an accomplice.
No. She's a registered terrorist. We know this. Come on now.
Anyway.
The only reason why I say an accomplice is because I really don't want to fight Sid again. That the last time we fought, I had to go to the fucking hospital. You know how fucking hard it is to get insurance in this fucking company?
You had to go to the hospital?
I had to go to the hospital.
Mm-hmm.
Spending time in the void, it fucking deteriorates your fucking bones. It's zero fucking gravity. It's zero space. Dark matter. What the fuck do you expect, bitch?
Well, Damani, I don't want to hear you talk. I don't want to hear you talk about that. Alright?
Me?
Yeah.
Me? I'm trying to defend you.
What do you mean? I mean, I sent him to the hospital. I mean, it was a good fight. It was a well done fight. All right, that's all that needs to be said. I think you were coming at me because it was like it would be hard for me to put him in the hospital. You know what I mean?
Anyway,
you know what? I don't get paid enough for this.
All right, my fucking bad.
You know what?
You're getting paid?
Yeah, I'm getting paid.
What the fuck?
Anyway, Sin, thank you so much for coming back on the show. It's a pleasure to have you here all the time. So, can you give us a little bit of insight into what VTubing is and how you navigate that world personally?
Sure. Okay. So I might yap for a moment, and I want to apologize in advance. I did have a launch shift, so my words aren't coming out as eloquently as they usually are. So I was a VTuber for a good probably I want to say 2 years. It's still I still have the model, I still have everything, but VTuber is short for virtual tuber. Virtual YouTuber, it's a virtual streamer. Essentially what you do is you have a model, or for some people a PNG, which we call a PNG tuber, and you speak, and this model is like tracks your face, it tracks your expressions, everything like that, and you're essentially speaking through kind of an anime avatar, right? And it's gotten really popular in the last couple of years, especially during like the pandemic back in 2020. Like it really blew up, and it is kind of an alternative for a lot of streamers because let's say if I'm gonna go right into it, if you are like a feminine presenting streamer, you usually have to like get ready, put makeup on, do all this stuff. But if you're a VTuber, you're ready, you go in front of that camera and you are that anime avatar. You stay like consistent. It is a like visually appealing, I suppose, if you like anime women, which some people in this chat might. I don't know if anyone in this call does, but I think there are fans of anime women out there. And it's essentially like, I don't want to say it's easier because it's a much harder job, but like it is, I guess, easier to present oneself to the public when you are kind of behind an avatar. It isn't like your face. It isn't something that can be traced back to you necessarily, but instead it's a virtual avatar. So it became really popular. People really liked them. And recently the whole community's kind of gone under fire because of a lot of graduations, a lot of controversies, a lot of different things like that. But VTubing as a whole is a really fun thing to do, and I haven't done it in a couple years. I mean, it's been probably at least a year now since I've done a stream by myself, and I'd love to go back to it soon enough. But it is also a very, very competitive industry because there are a lot of VTubers out there, and they're all amazing. Like everyone has their own kind of style, their personality, everything like that. And it's very tough to like kind of get your foot in the door, if I may say so myself. So when you have someone that's really successful,
should I just get a fucking should I just get fucking like someone? Should I just like commission someone? Just get a fucking rig and actually like get myself out of this fucking void and actually become a fucking VTuber. Oh my god, like an Oculus. Yeah.
It would be really cool. It is expensive though, because I mean VTuber models can range, like just the model themselves, not even the rigging, can range anywhere from what $200 to over $1,000, and then the rigging is somewhere in that same range. So it depends on what you're looking for. But I mean, it's a fun little thing. You meet a little anime character, but the thing is, Punk, if you do that, you need to have titties that bounce.
Well,
that's what brings them in.
Well, I'm sorry. All I got is just these fucking fuck-ass goggles, a mask, and a whole fucking Conrad collection. That's all I got.
And a penis.
Shut the fuck up. I'm not.
Okay,
I'm not dipping my balls in fucking frosting. I'm not dipping my balls in frosting, guys.
Nobody fucking. Where'd you get that from? Whoa, chat. Chat, did we ask?
I'm not dipping my balls in frosting, chat. Not dipping my balls in frosting.
Do it.
All right, if we're getting Freudian here, I think that's something that he wanted to do, Chad. Pass over $5, pass over a sub, he'll probably do it.
Anyway, moving away from frosting
personally, I don't think I should be doing that because I don't want another fucking Google Doc exposing me over, I don't know, my fucking partner being being a menace, also me being a menace, and also throwing my partner underneath the fucking table. Why are you dipping your balls on me? No, not like that. Fuck no, not like that, bro. Not like that, Frosty. Not like that, Frosty. Not like that.
No, moving away from frosting and moving away from genitalia. Sin, as we all know, everyone sitting around this round table, the Knights of the Round Table would know.
This is a square table, David. Get it right.
A Domino's pizza table.
It's just a bunch of boxes put together.
We love Domino's. I'm the only person here in this fucking studio, podcast studio that eats Domino's.
I do. Domino's sponsor, please.
Sorry. As we all know, the world of VTubing has been a little bit rocky these past couple of days. I mean, obviously there's the whole Cinder situation. There's the Waragura graduation. Then there's the situation with Matara, and not too long ago, the whole Niji Sanji thing and like the public backlash that they've gotten like since then.
Fucking terrorist, bitch.
So
Oh.
in the short span of your career, has there been such a chaotic point in the niche community, or do you feel like there's nothing but a glass ceiling above this and it can get fairly worse?
So when it comes to internet drama, there's always a glass ceiling. I feel like there are no places that internet personalities will not go. You know what I mean? So I would say this, although it's very chaotic right now, it all kind of shit did hit the fan, I'm not gonna lie. It is almost a constant thing. If you are really into VTubers, VTubing, there's always going to be something going on. But the whole Cinder situation and the Gura graduation, everything like that, like the one after another, that is pretty wild, I would say.
I mean, have you ever seen something like happen like so continuously, or is this kind of a first?
This is kind of a first. It's usually you get like one or two a month. And I mean, again, it also depends on the people that you surround yourself, the VTubers you surround yourself with, because a lot of them get into, and I mean, this goes into content creation in general. When you get into drama, like, it'll bring you views, you know? And except for when it's things like this and you have doodle dots and you have graduations, things like that. Like, this isn't just like regular old VTuber drama where it's like, okay, well, we're gonna fight a little bit, get our views up, etc., etc., right? Or like talk about drama to get views up, things like that. And that sounds extremely like what's the word, really kind of, I guess, rude for me to say, to be like, oh, all they care about is drama. Like, no, that's not true. But it's kind of, right now it isn't drama just for drama. It is, these people have done wrong, and then there's a bunch of graduations happening, and there's a lot of things happening within HoloLive, from what I understand, that is very, very messy. And people graduating one right after another from HoloLive is a symptom of the constant problems that seem to be had in that company. And if I may, I don't know who is not familiar, but when I talk about VTubers, like, there are most VTubers that I know, that I'm aware of, that I am like friends with, acquaintances with, etc., are indie, right? Indie just means you aren't assigned to a company. There are major companies such as Niji-Sanji, HoloLive, VShojo. Those are major VTuber companies. They're kind of like agencies where they will manage the VTubers. They'll make merch. They will support. They will, be a major benefactor behind various projects, things like that, make music videos, things like that. Usually they have some sort of management company when you are signed on to these. But when you don't have a company, you're an indie, and that makes things a lot more difficult, because you don't really have the connections that a company would have to merch, advertising, things like that. So having everyone kind of fall out of HoloLive, which is a major VTubing company, is crazy, and it kind of shows like, oh, there's something bad going on there. And it was similar to the Niji-Sanji thing, because I remember I wasn't as involved in VTubing at the time of the Niji-Sanji controversy, but I know that was also a major problem.
It is. I'd like to ask a more personal question. So, in relation to the Cinder controversy, and it's something related to I guess I want to say the ego aspect that goes into the spectrum of being an internet celebrity or just being famous in general. As we all know, I feel like this is just a major case of the fame and like the reach, like the social reach, getting to somebody's head. Do you feel that in this sort of like in the VTuber sphere or in that sort of community, the people who create that content, do you feel like they're very prone to like growing a very big ego, or do you feel like it's something that it's people kind of like fight back against and they just end up kind of falling headfirst into that due to like the pressure of the job?
That's an excellent question, and if I'm being completely vulnerable and transparent here, I believe that any sort of following, whether it be online, if you're, let's say, if you're an actor, you're a celebrity of some kind, right? Whether it's online, offline, either way, it will get to your head. You can fight it, you can do various different things, but many, and I should make such a generalization, but many people do not fight against that. Because when you are a bigger creator, and trust, I'm not a bigger creator. I am small, right? I have fucking 600 followers on Instagram. Like, I got nothing going for me, right? But when you have a constant stream of praise for almost everything you do, it's going to get to your head. It's just psychological to a certain extent. You can fight against it, and some people do. A lot of people do not, and they just kind of fall into it, right? And yeah, there's haters, of course, and I mean, you are encouraged to not engage. You know, they're trolls. It is what it is on the internet. But I think when you reach a certain point and your ego goes unchecked because people are either afraid of you, afraid of your connections, afraid of the things that you can do, like, to or for them, and they kind of, for lack of a better term, kiss your ass in order to either get ahead or for any particular reason, right? They will kiss your ass and you kind of get that treatment all the time. You start thinking, oh, okay, well, I deserve this. Why? If someone doesn't kiss my ass, then they're the problem. Right? So, I think it is an issue no matter what size you are. I think that is something that I think people need to check themselves on. And I mean, it's, again, true of anyone, whether you have 1,000 followers, 100,000. It can get to your head. Okay. I mean, I almost let it for a little bit, but we bump off. Mm-hmm.
Definitely. Another question is, do you feel like one of the things that was touched up a lot in this situation was the nature of transactional friendships. Do you feel like that's a very common thing in that industry?
Absolutely. Not just VTubing, but I think in any internet space. Yes. Once you hit a certain... Sorry, go ahead.
Oh, no. I just wanted to say, is it very common, and do you have any sort of recollection or any experience with that kind of behavior, like, personally?
So, personally, no. Because, again, I'm small. I'm not that big. Even with, like, I have 12 channels Twitter, it's nothing. Like, even with that, pardon me, my brain just left me. But when you reach a certain point, it is almost always transactional. It's very, very difficult to find genuine, real friendships, because when you hit a certain point, you're like, okay, what can I do to get higher? And I mean, it's similar to, like, business, right? If you think about it, when you're in a higher echelon of business, if you're like a CEO or something like that, when you network, you're looking for connections to further yourself in that, either your company, your firm, etc. You are looking to expand, right? And they are also looking to expand. It is a mutually, hopefully, beneficial relationship. But things become very transactional very quickly because of if someone is, let's say, smaller or trying to get larger, right, they're taken advantage of.
Mm-hmm.
No.
I have somebody. Go ahead, Punk.
So, like, I do get that whole entire, like, transactional thing, because I mean, back when, like, I started doing streams and stuff, it's hard to God. Back in the day when I was back as a ranter, I had to bring up like how I was back in the day, because I'm pretty sure if anyone goes into this channel, you can find like my old videos and shit. I was in a whole different community of fucking YouTube back in the day, and it goes back into that whole transactional, like, oh, you know this one person, of course you're gonna gain fucking views because of that shit. You're gonna gain like more of a following because you know that shit. But God, I don't know, that shit took a lot out of me to keep even making like stupid ass fucking rants in the art community. That shit, it was like, I did not even put any effort, and yet I still got fucking views, and I don't know why, but that shit's like damn, that. And then like people will be like sharing like some of the like major, like, I know, like, I believe like a few of the major people in the community was like, oh shit, hey, I like your content, I like that rant you did on this one girl, hey, like, when can we expect like more videos? And then I was like, oh my god, yeah. And I just kind of dipped. Who cares? I don't care anymore. I right. Like, I stopped giving a shit about that community in such a long while. And not only that, but then one thing led to another, and here I am now, a guy with goggles and mask, stuck in the void forever to fucking forever, I don't know, to wander alone. But that's not here or there.
I mean, I think it's still relevant to the conversation though, because
Yeah, definitely.
No matter what type of creator you are, burnout is very real, especially when the relationships you have, either within or outside that community, all kind of revolve around your creating content, right? People will talk about like, oh, we need to make something new, or oh, this person, can I, do the connection there, or yada yada. It's super easy for like any sort of content creator to burn out.
Yeah, I have a few friends of mine, like even in the cosplay community, community. Oh God, no. I've already experienced burnout. No one's gonna find out. No one's gonna find out how it truly looked like, but I already experienced burnout. I'm just saying.
So another question for SimVT. So I mean, regarding every other situation within the VTuber sphere is pretty much just like one dimension. I feel the Cinder situation can be looked at from many different angles. The question I want to ask is, do you feel that there's any coming back from this? Do you feel like this individual can kind of redeem themselves and maybe gain back a fraction of what they're guaranteed to lose, or do you feel like that's just kind of the end of that project or that person?
Let me stop you right there, Chief. I already got the answer, and I already got the answer in mind. No.
I mean, the thing is that no matter how bad it is, you're gonna have a couple diehards. No matter how bad the situation is, there will be diehard fans that will still show up. She will never regain the audience that the problem is that it can go either way, and it's really tough to say, because you could have because I'm just looking at creators in general, not just necessarily VTubers, but you have creators who they'll keep making content afterwards and people will still keep showing up, and eventually people will forget because the internet memory is fucking awful. So in probably a couple months, if she kept going in a couple months, people would be like, oh my god, Cinder, haha, she came out with a new model. It's very possible, but I mean, it's not my place to say this, but I would say the better option would be to fuck off for a little bit, find yourself, come back, but at the same time, if you leave and come back, you're never ever going to reach the same reach that you had before pre-cancellation, if I'm going to use that type of verbiage, right? She either has to push through it, and although her viewers might be diminishing a bit and she's going to get more and more hate in her comments as she pushes through it, she could still make money and still make because at the end of the day, this is a job. It's a job. So if you keep it going. The other thing is that if she, kind of like what Frosty said in the chat, how long until she becomes a right-wing Twitter? If she pivots and goes to a different, it's possible if you pivot and go to a different genre that your prior audience is not a part of, you're going to gain a new audience.
Yeah.
I mean, is there even such a thing as a right-wing VTuber?
Yeah. I mean,
yeah.
You can.
Is there really?
There
is surprised.
There's this really well-known VTuber. I forgot her name, but she literally was talking about. You remember? She was literally talking about that kid who got called the N-word, and she was in that white lady. It's bad.
Yeah.
I feel like with Cinder, there's one or two routes she can go.
It's either that,
wait, she's either gonna be a right-wing grifter, or she's about to start posting on OnlyFans, bare boobs and everything.
Oh my!
I'm sorry, that's just the truth.
I mean, you hate to say it, but unfortunately, if you go the OnlyFans route, you will keep. The problem is if I may, the problem is if you go to OnlyFans, people will forget your controversy, but they are only looking at you as a sex subject.
Now, I would like to say one thing about and these kinds of sorts of VTubers. There's nothing wrong with the parasocial aspect of VTubing, but I can't really get behind it.
This goes
Like,
No, well, here's the thing, Punk. I extremely disagree with your statement. I think the whole parasocial relationship thing needs to be dissected to like its finest degree, because when you say it's okay to what extent? It's okay to
no. I don't think it's okay. I personally don't agree with it. I don't even agree with the whole parasocial thing. Did I say it was okay? If I did, I'm sorry.
It's a reality. It is unfortunately a
It's
reality.
unfortunately the fucking reality of the VTubing community, let alone the streaming community in general. But I don't care. I will say this right now. I'm only here to entertain y'all. I'm not here to be your friend. I'm not here to be anything. I'm already gonna lose viewers by saying this, but hey, I live in the fucking void. You will never fucking reach me anytime, anywhere outside the fucking void. Probably. I'm not sure.
We talked about I slap bots to outside the void before.
Well, that's because I'm outside the void. Anyone else in the fucking viewership will not know how I look like because no one has ever seen my fucking face.
Well, yo mama. I'll be right back.
Okay.
But main thing is that I don't like the parasocial aspect of these kind of streams, especially here in the fucking VTuber community. There's some sort of thing whenever okay, now don't get me wrong, I'm just gonna go back to the Cinder topic in general, because Cinder was exposed for not only because their manager was their boyfriend, but they were doing shit to one of their artists, right? Is that correct?
Yeah, they were kind of alienating their artists to only do work for them.
And they were also talking behind a lot of people's backs.
Yeah, and and the thing is that I get it that you have to hide the fact that you don't have a boyfriend or anything like that because of the audience that you've garnered. But it's gotten so bad with this fucking community that we have to start hiding like shit, or else with the moment that it gets exposed, one slip up, oh hey guys, I can't be talking to you because I have a girlfriend. Oh shit, sorry guys, I can't be saying that I have a girlfriend because I have a bunch of women outside waiting for me to say hey, I want your dick, can I get an ara head ass? No, I don't like that, honestly. No, I don't
have
like
many
that shit.
opinions on that.
Now
I feel like
it's whenever, and then every community of course is gonna have some fucking some shit talkers within each other. That is a god-given thing. No matter what, everyone's gonna talk shit about whoever. But the way that they went about it, they were being two-faced, weren't they?
Yeah, essentially. And I mean, like, the other thing about the creator sphere is that, like, again, once you get up there, when everything's transactional, everyone's two-faced. Like, you can't trust anyone.
Yeah, no.
That's a tough thing.
Yeah.
Damani, were you gonna say something?
I feel like the issue with, since we're going into talking about like streamers and like being open about their relationships, I feel like a lot of streamers are forced to not mention that they're in a relationship because of the parasocialness. If I feel like when you don't mention that you're in a relationship, delusional people believe they have a chance with you, so they donate a fuck ton of money. Now,
Yep.
my thing is there's people who are open about their relationships and it works out just fine. What's with, and maybe you might know that, what's with that? Like, why is it that people kind of just believe, why do people think they have a chance with somebody they don't even know?
Let me try to answer that as best as possible before I'll let Sid.
Yes.
Hey, I have a part of this in this too, dog. I have actually had some sort of a parasocial relationship with one viewer one time.
Sir. Okay.
I'll answer after Punch is done.
No. To just keep it short, dude, that whole parasocial thing, it's just that whatever comes to like people who are chronically online that don't like have any sort of like anything like around them to like give them that serotonin boost, and whenever you just give that streamer like a good $10 sub, that tier 3 sub, that $10 donation, and they tell your name, they say your name, and they give you that compliment, yada yada yada. It's that serotonin boost, in my opinion. It's just a serotonin boost that it gives them, but that's just my opinion. So go right ahead.
You're good. So like I said, I have quite a few opinions on this. So Damani, I kind of agree with it, saying that they kind of feel trapped in that. So when you say that there are a lot of people who are open about their relationships and they're just fine, some are. Some absolutely are. But if you look at some of the top streamers, top VTubers, they will never ever speak on their partner, and it's for a couple of reasons, and not just for the parasocial aspect. That although that's absolutely major part of it, there's also the aspect of if that partner is, let's say, offline or has a smaller following or anything really. I mean, offline being the most common option. If you're big enough, they'll get doxxed.
Right.
They will get threats. They will get everything under the sun because, just to say, like, that partner took the streamer away from them. They thought they had a chance, they thought they could do this or that, but because you or the partner is in the way, or you are in the way, it's a problem. So it's almost a safety issue in some respects. And while yes, there's probably the majority is because, oh, if I say I have a boyfriend, I will lose money, lose viewers, lose like trust, everything like that. That's a major part of it. There's also the safety aspect. And the other thing is that there's privacy, right? If my voice just went back to normal, my bad. But if you have a partner who's, again, offline, and they want to have their own life separate from again, I keep referring to it as this, like, money and the job and everything, because VTubing is a job. Your point is to make money to support yourself. Although people sometimes do it for fun, for a hobby, I'm talking major streamers who do this as a job. You do not want to lose your job, you do not want to lose your money, and if that partner wants to have a separate life, that is absolutely fair. And if they get pulled in by being like, oh, it's this person's partner, or God forbid, some sort of forum or something like that, because VTuber forums are fucking insane. I don't have the words in my brain to tell you how unhinged, unbelievable they are. They'll find out who it is, and they'll do nasty shit, and it's kind of like you are stuck in that situation where your viewers will be pissed. Your partner likely won't be happy or pleased because people are going to try to find them nonstop, and they will look for the smallest things in order to find this partner, any sort of social media, any sort of anything, right? In order to find them, especially if you have 2 million plus subscribers or something like that as a VTuber, they're gonna find something. They will find a way, and it's scary, almost terrifying, when you get to that, the amount of eyes that are on you and the amount of eyes that are actively looking. So I have sympathy for those that don't talk about their partner online. I really do. Although, like, yes, it's not cool to lie to your viewers. It's not cool at all. It's right. That's all I can say, though, is that it's not cool. Will I give you shit if you say have a bunch of followers and you're like, hey, I don't talk about my partner on stream? It's just not something that's brought up. I don't do it. They'll be like, oh shit, okay. Like, they usually, more likely than not, a streamer, content creator will have a good fucking reason for not bringing it up. Even if it's just for money, you gotta support yourself. And I'm sympathetic to that plight. Smiley face, those are my thoughts.
Nice. So, I guess on a final note, before we head into our next segment, I'd like to ask, when can we expect to see more SynVT related content in the future?
Fuck! That's the question that, like, anyone who joined in would, like, because I posted this on my Twitter, like, anyone who joined in would want to know.
Because you have quite the track record, Sin. For those of you who don't know, she was she was bare knuckle boxing up and coming idols in South Korea.
It's true.
She made aqueducts in Nigeria.
It's true. It's true.
She was hanging out with Tupac in Cuba.
That was the best part. Yeah.
Yeah. How is Tupac, by the way?
Tupac's great. Truly just living the dream down there.
Nice.
Yeah.
No. Well, we may not know when we, and certainly Sin may not know when we might get Sin related content, but we'll definitely be on the lookout for that when it comes.
Oh, yeah, I mean, I can tell you exactly when Sin_VT comes back. So I have a lot of plans, but the exact date is
I think. Oh shit.
I think our guest just like walked out. What did you do?
No. So
No,
I know what happened. Just bear with me for a moment. I think the portal activation between like me and like the void dimension is acting a bit weird. I think it took Sid into the void again.
That's what I was about to say. I thought I saw something big and black just appear behind Sid.
Yeah, I am so sorry, y'all. I have it like. Listen, I have it like hooked up to like a watch. It's a prototype, so it's
What is
really
this, like
buggy.
Rick and Morty or something?
What?
Like, it's just like Rick and Morty where we just have like teleporters now. Like,
Well,
So-
you okay?
So yeah, that's when Sin_VT is coming back.
man,
Oh.
very
Look forward to it.
yeah.
Sid,
Definitely.
Sid,
What do you see in that black hole? You okay?
What? Did you guys not hear me?
you were in the void.
You went.
I was in the. Oh, I'm sorry. Okay, my bad. So again, Sin_VT is going to be coming.
Oh shit, it happened.
God damn it, Punk.
Oh,
Okay, well, okay, how about this? Let's just start the next.
let's start that song. Yeah, just
All right, guys. But okay, before to end off on the subject of VTubers, majority of them are really nice people, but some of them they're just there to be little whores, little thoughts, and I think
Crazy.
I think that some
Wow.
of them, I think some of them should be stopped by the thought police,
All right.
by AC/DC on the next set list. 99.9 Trap House Radio on your dial. Don't go away! Let's go! Let's obey us! Racing! Let's go!
Going into your fucking void and beating your ass.
hit you hit the explosion button, bro.
To us! Woo!
Gangsta spot with the high tech. Gangsta spot with the high tech. Must be an X on my chest. Gangsta spot with the high tech. That shit too pure to digest. Must be an X on my chest. This pure X lose my chest. I shoulda died, but not yet. Ain't even finished my project. Shoulder to cry, I'm not it. Don't even think I'm high yet. Must be an X on my chest. Too much X lock my chest. LA hoe take my breath. Leave with her fake Must be an X on my chest. I don't even agree, no dumb bitch. Look easy to me, too fun bitch. That's easy to me, I done this. Take bleed in the cream, no sun kiss. Must be an X on my chest. Must be an X on my chest. Must be an X on my chest. Do you see an S on my chest? Let's die, not fucking sunset. Let's die, not fucking sunset. Ooh. Must be an X on my chest. Do you see an S on my chest? Let's die, not fucking sunset. Ooh. Ooh. Let's die, not fucking sunset. Let's die, not fucking sunset. Let's die, not fucking sunset. Ooh. Ooh. Must be an X on my chest. Must be an X on my chest. Ooh. 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 Ooh.
Masayona Takanaka ending off that set with Brazilian Skies. Bro, I really want to go to Brazil. What do you guys think?
I was always told you don't go to Brazil unless you know somebody, or else you're definitely gonna get mugged.
I want to go to Brazil because Miku's there.
Oh yes, Brazilian.
But come on, but Masayoshi Takanaka, one of my favorite Japanese artists, honestly. One of my favorite jazz, jazzcore, jazz fusion. Honestly, bro, that motherfucker's good. That motherfucker gets me vibing.
He is good, but in
Guys.
relation to content creation in our last segment, we are segueing into this one.
Let me be the one to start this off, guys.
Yeah, go right ahead.
Guys, how about we go back to guys? I need everyone in the audience to close their eyes real quick, and imagine the sounds of what they're hearing right now.
What we do here is go back.
Oh yeah, baby! It is 2016, 2017, the best years of YouTube. Everyone was on everyone's fucking tip and shit. Everyone was talking shit. Leafy was still a fucking thing, and Content Cop, which is the main subject of this next fucking segment. We're here to talk about Content Cop.
Time out. Are we actually talking about Content Cop in a holy year of 2025?
Yes,
Yeah.
because apparently.
Yeah, I think it's time for me to go. Where's my check?
Your check is right by where we hang the coats.
Where's my check? Yeah, I'm not talking about no fucking bullshit ass Content Cop. That nigga iDubbbz is washed anyway.
What the fuck, bro? Come on. I think it'll be fun to talk about Content Cop.
Hell no. I'd rather kill myself than talk about iDubbbz in 2025. You know what? I'll see you guys tomorrow.
Damn.
Have a nice night, Damani.
Have a nice night. Well,
Mhm.
I think that gives us a little bit of a guess you can say
I forgot my check. Give me that shit.
But by the coats, Damani. Oh, there he goes.
Well, if that doesn't tell you how everyone feels about the Content Cop, I don't know what does, to be honest. Guys, as we all know, Content Cop was created by the one and only iDubbbz TV here on YouTube. iDubbbz used to be a really scrawny, well, not scrawny. He used to be a really edgy YouTuber alongside with other content creators like Filthy Frank, Max Mofo, and Anything for Views. But as of recently, he has turned a light, or I guess you can say he turned heel, and stopped doing all that stuff. If anything, due to the fact that he doesn't like the content that he used to do back in the day. But he somehow he also is one of the organizers of the really well-known or infamous, famous or infamous, whatever you prefer, boxing event matches in all of content creation history, being Creator Clash, a charity boxing creator event where where a bunch of creators get together in the ring and only for them to box, and shit. So
Wait, that's an actual thing?
Yeah, that's an actual thing. People get in the ring. People get in the ring and box for charity.
And they don't have like no prior fighting experience. They just
have time.
They have time between whenever they get selected to from the boxing match to said event to actually get with the trainer and train them, and so they can be up to par.
And how much time are they given usually?
I believe about I don't know how many.
Wait, a
months.
year?
I think like a year, so yeah.
Yeah.
Bro, you don't learn shit in a year. What the fuck?
Well, again,
I mean, it's not necessarily to be good. It's because you're going to be as good as the other content creator you go against, who also probably doesn't know shit.
But speaking of Creator Clash, as we all know, Creator Clash 1 was a massive success with iDubbbz. Creator Clash 2 was a massive fucking dud. Apparently, iDubbbz couldn't be able to pay out the pay out anybody. let alone pay out the fucking charities because they didn't even reach enough money. Of course, there was controversies with one of the creators being Froggy Fresh. Froggy Fresh was supposed to fight in one of the cards in the event, only for them to end up getting kicked out due to the fact that he made a joke saying if he loses the fight, he will subscribe to Anissa's OnlyFans. Anissa being Ethan's fucking wife. That was
I have so many opinions on iDubbbz that I deleted my tweet announcing that I will be on the stream. That is how many controversial opinions I have about iDubbbz.
Not only that, because of that, they also were kicked out. It was also another factor into this. They also kicked out Froggy Fresh due to the fact that he was being trained by a iDubbbz hater and one of iDubbbz's ops. What's his name?
Sam Hyde.
Sam Hyde. Sam Hyde.
Now let it be known now that no one in this radio station endorses or avows anything that any of these traders have said or done. We are independent actors.
We are independent actors. We only do this for the jokes. Anything that we do not support any of their actions or what they did. Come to present day, iDubbbz has dropped a content cop. Not on Sam Hyde, of course, but apparently everyone was theorizing who the fuck was he dropping the content cop on. It was the one and only H3H3, Ethan Klein of H3H3 Productions. I don't know why, but I thought it was gonna be on Sam Hyde, but hey, who the fuck cares? You go off, sis. As we all know, again, iDubbbz dropped the content cop series only for him to delete every single other content cop, but I believe you can still watch re-uploads of content cops on YouTube. He didn't want Leafy, Tenamangu, Rice Scum, which was coded to be a Jake Paul content cop, and other shit. But he recently released a content cop on H3H3 Productions, and I got so many fucking opinions to say about that. We all know that the whole entire internet went off about this shit. Everyone was excited. Oh god, content cop's back. I think YouTube's back. YouTube is saved. No, it's not. No, it's not. Let's just be honest with ourselves. No, it's not. iDubbbz is washed. From what you can tell from Damani, him leaving, it was bad. It was bad. Sid, you have watched the content cop, I believe, as well. What are your thoughts on the content cop?
Okay, so if you hear me, I brought a battered goldfish to the podcast table. My bad. But okay. Before I start, I think H3H3 is going through a very, very difficult time, and I don't think he should be employed. That is my first and number one opinion, is that I think that he's reached a point where doing anything online right now would not be beneficial to him or his family.
I would like to say
that
one thing as well. I get now the subjects that we're going to talk about in this segment will get political. Whatever your political beliefs are, that's completely up to you. We here at Trap House Radio, we do have our own political beliefs, but we choose not to bring up any sort of political beings into this radio station, because I believe that politics should not be brought up in entertainment, in my opinion.
Yeah, and trust, I'm not trying to go into that. I'm trying to go into like the shit that is purely online about H3. Like, I'm not talking about either of their opinions. That is not the point of this. The whole point of it is I think H3 has been through a lot of shit lately, and I'm not on either side, but I think that he's gone through a lot of shit. And I think like there's one thing that wasn't brought up in the content cop, which is a major talking point, that I think would be extremely like almost tantamount in making that a decent content cop, is the fact that H3H3 has had CPS called on their children because of fans, right? Because of fans of like another side of like iDubbbz or someone else who he has beef with.
Hassan Piker.
And like, I didn't know if that was okay to bring up.
No, you're fine.
That's why I
anybody-
didn't name names.
Everyone that's been brought up in the content cop, their names are all fucking fair game because we're still
Okay.
talking about the content cop. Whatever their political
Mhm.
beliefs are, that's God. I'd rather not talk about that shit.
Neither here nor there. Yeah. My point is that like Ethan has been through a lot of shit. I think there's a lot of things going on with him, like personally, and I mean politically, that are very rough for him. And I think that iDubbbz content top, and I mean like the whole thing with content top is that like he's condescending and like trying to make jokes to come at whoever he's going after. But this one specifically it was extremely hypocritical in my opinion, because he goes off about Ethan's mental health and how much that matters, how he needs to go see a therapist and things like that. But in that same breath, in that very same video, maybe not even 5 minutes before, he's making fun of them like, oh, look who it is, even like that whole skit that he did at the beginning with everyone there who like very much hates Ethan, like doing all of that, and then not even 5 minutes later going into being like, you need to worry about your mental health, you need to go to therapy. I just think that that's extremely hypocritical. I think if you're gonna go for one tone of the video like at the beginning and kind of attack him like that, that's classic content cop, do it. But then if you're gonna turn around and be like, well, all I care about is your mental health, I didn't want to say anything about CPS being called on your children because, you know, it's not my place. I don't want to defend you in any way, even though you defended me for years. I would never do that. Like, I don't fuck with that. I think that that's hypocritical. I think it's fucking annoying. And it's a shitty part of the content cop. Thank you.
Now, content cop for me, it's to bash on creators who have a big fucking ego and can't be touched. Now, I get that's like a whole basis of content cop, that you like this guy, this scrawny ass motherfucker, like fucking Ian, getting on like trying to be on par on content creators that are like bigger than him, and getting on their asses and still like calling them out, and yet they get affected in some sort of way. That's the main point of content cop, in my opinion. People will like to say that another YouTuber by the name of Gokunaru, with his series, Video Vigilante, which is a I guess you can say a fan. There's elements of content cop in there, but the way that Gokunaru goes about Video Vigilantes, not only he talks about YouTubers, he talks about other content creators. Recently, one of the videos was made on Sneeko, which I highly recommend. If you haven't seen any of Gokunaru's content, I highly recommend to go watch it. I love his content. Honestly, I think it's better to watch that than to give any of your fucking time to watch this shitty ass content cop that I just witnessed from Ian. Now, Ian trying to pull
Gokunaru's
out
an excellent creator.
Now, the whole thing with Ian trying to pull out that whole mental state and like mental well-being, just being like, yo, we just care about you, honestly, we just want you back, this and that. It's not gonna work. It's hard for you to like do this shit, and in my opinion, I can't really like Ian afterwards. He has gone way too far in a rabbit hole where he's just like, he is a shell of what he used to be. If he was gonna go after H3, let me remind you, H3 and Ian were friends. They were like close
That's the big
friends.
thing.
That was the main
That's
thing.
what gets me. That's
I'm
what really
like-
gets me.
Yeah, and I'm like, you go after one of your closest friends, who, let me remind you, Ethan has defended you multiple times, I believe.
Mm-hmm.
And you also have defended Ethan multiple times. But I believe, what was the one thing that like caused them to drift apart? What was it again? Was that
I'm not sure what the catalyst was, but if I may, like, my thing is that, and I mean, I see ladies in chat, like, I understand where you're coming from, but my thing is that it's just kind of going back on the friendship, because like you said, Punt, Ethan had been defending iDubbbz and Anissa for years, and I'm sorry I would put them as like a duo, but they are pretty much a duo, where they have been for a long time.
Oh yeah.
Like, he's been defending them for years and years, saying like, you know, they're good people. Continue to put them on the show and things like that. And in Ethan's darkest time, which is right now, to at least whether it's for, the CPS trial, whether it's for this or that, right? He's going through a really fucked and bad time, and he shouldn't be online. There are some things in Idub's content top that I agree with, like him and his team searching for negative things on like the subreddit or like that snark subreddit, things like that. He has no fucking business. That is not good for him, right? 100%. But Idub's immediately being like, well, we're not friends anymore. We were only acquaintances. We only did this and that. Like, I have no, obligation to do so. And yeah, maybe you don't have an obligation, but looking at it from the outside, you look like a shitty person. Like, that kind of sucks. The very least you could say is be like, hey, what happened to you? Like, they're not, whether they're not bad parents or like, oh, he's going through a really tough time right now. He's not a bad person, etc., etc. That would have been fine. But the condescending bullshit he put out was just not it, at least to me. And it's just personal opinion. Like, anyone can disagree.
Oh yeah, I feel like everyone can disagree on that statement. But speaking of disagreeing on statements, recently, I believe technically, today, technically yesterday, during the hours of the day of Saturday, now being Sunday now, in our time, it is 1 o'clock, as we speak, at the time of this broadcast. Ian dropped a content deputy. Content deputies are a follow-up videos to content cops, basically bringing up more points, bringing up points of the content creator who decided to respond to the content cop being dropped by Ian. Now, let me tell you this: 20 minutes in, it's not fucking worth it. I'm saving you guys the fucking trouble. Do not watch the content deputy. It is not worth the fucking watch. It is not worth your fucking time, because all the content deputy is just for him to announce that Ian and Anissa are not the owners of Creator Clash 3. We can talk about Creator Clash 3 in a bit, but honestly, that is so dumb. And Ian also brings up the fact that the whole CPS thing, and I believe he said that it wasn't like, I don't know what the fuck he said. That content deputy was so much of a nothing burger in my opinion that I was like, I forgot what this man said. Now
that's fair. I did not watch it, so I cannot speak one way or the other.
I tried to watch it. I just couldn't. I just really couldn't. But yeah, it was I feel like the content deputy was kind of a nothing burger in my opinion. But that was me. Now,
yeah,
bringing up content cop and Ian in general, Creator Clash 3. Oh, let me read some of the chats. Let me read up the chat here, because I see that basically has been going off.
Bring up decent points. Yeah.
So from Blazekin, the whole H3/iDubbbz drama just reeks of playground arguments. Ian is in no way obligated to defend Ethan from the bad parent accusations when they made with nothing but Ethan's own words. When you're going live to an audience of 25k people and putting out there that information, you've got people who don't like you, it's unfair to ask others to defend you. Clearly, H3 wasn't guilty of the CPS stuff, or they would have taken the kids. iDubbbz did right by not bringing it up, because it would have put that to a bigger audience aware of that Guardia thing. Neither one was completely in the right. If I'm playing devil's advocate, he might not have wanted to give CPS accusations attention to avoid repeat calls. Every call has to be investigated legally, and they can take a toll on a child. Eden shouldn't have brought up the CPS stuff, period, the deputy bit.
And that's a fair thing to say. I would definitely agree that neither is in the right, and like not bringing it up would in theory be the right thing to do, because you don't want to bring the kids into it. But the problem is that the kids are already in it.
Yeah.
Right. Whoever I don't know whose fans did it, but like it was encouraged for, like, I mean, not fans of H3, but like for people to call CPS, and all he had to do was be like, that's kind of fucked up to do that. And I'm not sure if he said that in the content deputy. If he did, do it on him. That's all he really needed to fucking do. Like, I'm not saying he needs to do anything, because again, I'm not that guy. I don't know him personally. It's not my business. But with that being said, it's still like, yeah, he was under no necessary obligation to say anything about anything, really. But it's just kind of going back and seeing how much H3 had been defending them, been at, like, you know, been friends with them for years and years, like up probably 10 years now, and then just to have, like, Adams turn his back on him. That they just, yeah, he didn't have to say anything, but it doesn't, it kind of, when you see it, you're like, damn, all right, shit, I guess.
I feel like
That's where I'm at.
yeah, I feel like, in my opinion, like, whenever it comes to, like, you know, to, like, anything that's, like, drama related, it's hard to find a thin line of what can you bring up and what can you not bring up, because content creation is it's again, if we're bringing up from the other segment, it's a job. It's always a job. Things are about to, things are about to get exposed one way or another, especially if you have a family, and oh god fucking forbid you have a family and you get fucking swatted.
Oh god, yeah.
Now it's hard to talk about the H3 thing without bringing up the fact that Ian sided with Hassan Piker on the whole. I can't be able to say it on YouTube because it is a really sensitive subject about this, and now what my beliefs are on that certain event that's going on right now as we speak, if you know what I'm talking about, if you know, you know. I do have I know where I stand in this, and I just rather not talk about it because personally it's everyone should have a voice in this, and I get that, but there's no winning. You can scream into the void, which I already do, but if you were to scream where I live right now, that's what you'll be doing, just trying to get that opinion out with that whole entire subject line. And I get where Ethan is coming from, and I also get where Ian's coming from, but it's just a lose-lose situation no matter what.
That's true. It is just, at the end of the day, a lose-lose, and this was such... It was just not good. I think my thing is that, and this is unrelated to anything political, it's the fact that iDubbbz made, like, this content cop about H3, and then one of H3's employees is going to be in Creator Clash. I feel bad for the employee, to be honest, as they are really stuck between a fucking rock and a hard place.
Oh yeah, I feel bad for them, honestly. And the fact that the content cop was made before the Creator Clash, everyone had theories that Ian was making the content cop before the Creator Clash so he can get more traction to Creator Clash 3. And and everyone is saying that it's backfiring on him hard.
Yeah, it is, and that
Excuse me.
that is something that's sus. Oh no, you're good. And I just read the chat. If you don't mind, I'm not the main streamer here, but Blazing said, like, he did say it was messed up, and even told his audience not to go out and sit CPS on them in retaliation. He sent Ian on a podcast. He even made a statement saying they respect Ethan for not posting pictures of his children online. Apologies, I had no idea he said this. From what I understand, he didn't say it in the content cap. They maybe said in the deputy. I didn't watch the video, so that is on me. And I thank you for bringing that information to light here. And even though they made a statement saying they respected Ethan for not posting pictures, yeah, I mean, that's the least you can do now is be posting pictures of children online. But like, but yeah, I didn't know that. So my bad on that. That does change my opinion somewhat. But with that being said, if we're going straight into the content cop itself, I still think it's poorly made, and I still think the tone of it is very confusing and not
was
great.
To give you like a sum of the content cop and the content deputy. Content cop, the content cop on H3 was a
yeah, because I watched that one.
Yeah, that content cop just felt like a huge vent video on H3, and then content deputy was just him. Is basically like if you were to take Kanye and make him go on a Twitter tirade. I hate the fact that I had to bring up Kanye into this, but that's the only way I could be able to say it.
Yeah.
So we're just gonna stay quiet.
We just being silent right now. But no, I'm thinking. I
am
have
thinking.
yeah.
Well, we sit here and think. Set for the night.
Wait, what?
Cut out.
Ladies and gentlemen, forgive my co-host. She's stuck in the void right now.
What?
I don't think we're all stuck in the void. I think we're kind of like, just kind of pondering.
You're pondering the orb.
Pondering the orb.
Orb is in the middle of the podcast table right now.
Yeah. Well, Mr. Orb, do you mind hitting play on our next set, please, and thank you.
When the fuck does? How the fuck does the orb have control over this fucking podcast?
Yeah.
How do I see so much?
I don't know, bro. Well,
He's gonna show us the mysteries of the arcane.
True.
one day it will show us.
Yeah.
But speaking of one day, I think that's the song of our next set by the Mass Fermenting Dregs.
They just completed a U.S. tour about a month ago, and I missed them.
That's crazy.
The very first time in the U.S. and probably last time.
Damn.
Yeah, no, great band. If y'all don't know Massive Fermenting Dregs, check them out.
Yeah.
What a name.
Well, one day I does come back and not be the way that he is. Who the fuck knows? But I know that one day, the Trap House Radio will be the #1 radio station in the world, blowing up everyone's speakers because that's what we're going to do. These fire ass tracks with these fire ass bombs. Some fire ass merch coming soon.
One day we're gonna get raided by the FBI if you keep doing that shit.
I'm saying.
One day, you'll find a place to live and stop sleeping underneath the fucking table.
Okay.
You know.
That's personal.
You know me. I do not I don't hold back.
Play the goddamn song, punk.
Who are you, Damani? This is One Day by Mass Fermented Dregs on 99.9 Trap House Radio on your dial. Don't click away. We'll be right back.
「
April 14th. Ending off that set. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you guys for joining us this broadcast. Trap House Radio is an all-inclusive, all-interactive radio station. And if you want to join us as a guest, or if you want to join us and talk your shit, please feel free to hit us on any of our socials. David, drop that phone number one more time.
What Punk went to say is, feel free to contact us on any of our our phone number. Goodness, the phone lines are open. Feel free to call, text 626.
You're getting cut off, bro. You're getting cut off. Speak louder.
Okay.
Speak louder.
Okay. The phone lines are open. Feel free to call or give us a text to 626-923-0822 with any comments, concerns, suggestions if you want.
I'm pretty sure this man is saying, please do not send any hentai to that phone number. I'm pretty sure that's what this.
Please don't do that. It's happened twice already. Once is twice. It's already too much.
Guys, I would like to say thank you guys for joining us this broadcast. Again, I would like to say in every any broadcast, if you're joining us just to hear us while you have something have us in the background, while you're doing homework, or while you're playing a video game, or while you're making on the fucking content cop, or talking shit about some content creator, or let alone get like another fucking Google Doc being dropped upon you, like for some other content creators, or let alone you're just here to enjoy the vibes, enjoy the chat, enjoy the community. Thank you guys for joining us on this very another grateful night here at Trap House Radio here.
Thank you, Cindy T, for coming on the show.
Thank you for having me, and thank you everyone in chat for talking. It was a great night.
Thank you again. Thank y'all. You guys are the reason why we still do this. Again, thank you again for our special guest Sid. Thank you again, David, for another lovely set list for tonight. You're always amazing with this. You're always amazing.
Thank you. I try my best.
I think it's time for us to wrap this broadcast off. Signing us off will be Said and Done by 21 Savage featuring Metro Boomin. Guys, whatever's being said, it's just said and done. Guys, 99.9 Trap House Radio, Pirate Station, signing off. This has been your boy, the one and number one meme boy, punk writer.
I am David, the Pacific Coastal Cowboy.
And I'm Sin. I'm just a silly guy.
Signing off. 99.9 Trap House Radio. Drop that bomb! We'll be back with y'all another night. Stay tuned. And as always, keep your eyes peeled.
Everybody fine, bro. This shit took some time, bro. Finally get my shine on. I done been betrayed. Yeah, I done been backstabbed. Now I got my bands up, and they who I laugh at. Ryan and a demon. No, this ain't no scat pack. And we carry big scraps. I suggest you back. I just speak the truth. I'm not with the rap cow. Can't wait till they free turd. Mr. Push your shit back. Rest in peace to Larry. Johnny B and Tay, man. Swear I had a rough past. Feel like I grew up fast. Go to war by my dog. You're the ones who pick me up whenever I fall. All the pain I endure just a ball. I get this shit away to be with y'all. Standing with you throwing gang signs, do it matter. When them bullets start flying, have fun scatter. He ain't had no business in that car, now he ready to tattle. Just got shipped to diagnostics and he on the platter. Got on long sleeves, but I still bear arms. Rockin' Christian Dior, nigga, I'm in rare form. Savage ball like 97, 98 joint. Step back, shoot you in your face like I'm James Horn. When it's all said and done, who you gon' ride for? Who you gon' slide for? Who you down to die for? I gave her my heart, she was telling lies though. Sleeping with my guys though, that shit turned my heart cold. I came from the bottom, I didn't have a dime, bro. Apartments with the blinds, bro. Still got on my grind though. I know my mama proud, everybody fine, bro. This shit took some time, bro. Finally get my shine on. Right hand on my Glock, left hand on her coochie. Caught the chop, hit your top, nigga Bruce Lee. I'm the boogeyman, pussies can't spook me. Got your BM on my line, time I scoop me. You know I got a soft spot for the hoochies. I don't talk to bitches, bitches talk to bullshit. I bought every pair of mirrors in the boutique. You know we you want all the smoke, nigga, Lucy. I never fall off, I might take a break. You know either way it go, my family gon' be straight. Still in debt from all the losses that I had to take. When you out here tryna evolve, they gon' call you fake. I can't turn my back on the game no matter what I make. I done took a lot of risks to make sure niggas ate. Superhero in my hood, I don't need a cape. I be lost sometimes, feeling like I'm running in place. When it's all said and done, who you gon' ride for? Who you gon' slide for? Who you down to die for? I gave her my heart, she was telling lies though. Sleeping with my guys though, that shit turned my heart cold. I came from the bottom, I didn't have a dime bro. Apartments with the blinds bro, still got on my grind though. I know my mama proud, everybody fine bro. This shit took some time bro, finally get my shine on.
When all is said and done, we can only judge, punish, reward, enslave, and free ourselves. There will always be doubters and haters, but they only have the power you give them. Remain focused, move forward, and never lose faith in yourself. Until next time, stay in savage mode, because anything else would be too damn civilized. Peace.